to join. Numbers makes muted.
Skull! Come to the skull!
Watch your back.
Help me! Please, help me. Indolence breeds madness. I can't hold them off much longer.
No one's stopped me yet. You've made a grave mistake.
Assume nothing. What am I to do?
No choice but to keep going.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
What a day.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Keep your distance, darling.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
I've got a long road ahead.
I need you. Now. It's not over. Come to the skull. the one true sky. What is this madness?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My force is awakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight!
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Mazel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
With haste. That's right. Hataka!
Destroy the Honor Guard.
Time to strike. Take your
try me.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
A little help, please.
I must regain control over the Githyanki force.
Swift and lethal.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me when I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life, and present. It has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Skra! Whatever this geek offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Let's get going.
What's next, I wonder?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
My faith will guide me.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Subdued, dominated, protected.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Very serious of you. But go ahead. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. Of course. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. I haven't even dared. Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. but I don't want that for myself.
But make you have Orpheus. It is not. It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. Listen, long ago, Tiamat, the first Vlakith of many. It is Vlakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes, but it was the Orpheus. It was killed. Yet should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No. That was before I knew the cost. Before I knew it meant transforming. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. If we must, I'm not going... What now?
No more raid, shadowed in name, but no longer in... I can only... Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation. How can I help?
establish themselves and take their nether stones.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do. If my friend tries... If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone. Not asking for much.
If you don't get out of there, The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. But wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers?
can stay.
It's your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes. And we'd like a little something to make...
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Oh, you know, it's shocking how many people opt for the hard way when the easy way's right there. Any last words? You're serious. Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army?
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really. Thank the gods. I was sure...
Good thing you sorted that out.
stone is cold.
Now we don't have...
To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
Just like that.
What in the hells was that?
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Where are you? You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with my own eyes, grinning at me like some bloody imbecile. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. Feels like my brain's been drawn on the anvil. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
What's the rush, Sob? Can't we stay here for a bit?
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Let those thugs get away with this.
Those thugs worked for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
Welcome to the Rivington General. Choose carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Sorry. I just get so excited doing the best job ever. Yeah, I get to talk to people all day and work for the best damn smith in all of Rivington, Gildro Anglion. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. It's Gildro Anglion, for God's sakes. If you knew how good he was, trust me, you'd feel exactly the same way. Oh, all right. Yes, I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, yay! Want more? Want...
My ring.
The sword goes couriers or nothing.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
What's that?
much material.
There must be something
On the name's Lens, reporter with the Boulders Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? I'm here looking for my next angle. It's all the same. Oppression, famine, death. I need something new. Someone like you. It won't take more than 2 moments of your time. If you play your cards right, this could make the cover. I just need some extra details. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? You have? But I thought our soon-to-be Lord Gortash had things in hand. Though, if anyone could help him, it would be you. You've got a knack for finding chinks in the Absolute's armor. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? I'm a journalist. It's my job to know everything. Unfortunately, the version I heard was light on the details. So what did you do to Ketheric? Formidable? You're just being modest. I heard you swatted him aside like a fly from a corpse. You'll deal with the remaining Absolutists in much the same way, I suppose. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? You think...
Still rolling in the muck, I see. You think I can't sniff the secrets hidden in your pretty skull? What you seek, what you need. Gortash knows you are coming, knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
A new Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. I'll pay. Don't suppose you've,
Pigeons of... They can't fly...
When will I get to train?
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? They're worth more than their weight in gold. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on. Both love to see him again. It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs, and makes more of a mess.
There's no point arguing.
What's that? Something over there.
We'll be here any day now.
Stop fretting. The steel beams put a stop to them.
Some shield will form a circle around the upper city as soon as the fight is over. Mark my words. We'll be on our own.
Why don't you take your complaints to them?
trampling us into the dirt.
I've packed bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door.
What do you remember?
You should do the same.
Eye colour, hairstyle, accent, anything.
I don't want to leave.
I know, sweetie. We will be safe in the wild.
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
There's no point arguing with the guards.
You threw a fit when there's no hot water. You won't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about
I
it.
saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
The worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers and
Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that razzle daisy game again?
Really? The cult's on our doorstep, and you want to talk about bread?
Mummy, this is the third time. Let's attend it.
Maybe it has something to do with the army
There's
about
no point arguing with the guards.
Give up now.
We're not getting past
Everything you read in the broadsheets. That so-called army is probably a no.
Inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
Coitus.
Access.
Citizens only.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Looking for logic. Why does Bronze Crossing have so few
I found so many victims for Cazador here.
Come. Great. We can bond with 10 of the people.
We should return.
Best keep your hand.
Just want somewhere warm and safe.
Just think. After all this time.
Of course did. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
They might have something we've forgotten.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. But I'll know it when I see it.
Let's just stick to the list.
If the Absolute's armies lay siege, they won't care about a stupid list. We have to be prepared.
I got it.
whatever we need, we can get in Worm's Crossing. Set your worries at rest.
Certified not magically
Apples, loaves, butter. Oh, honey, yes, we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
Oh, but I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep